Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
All right, we got a lot to cover and break down on this video right here. We're going to talk about a lot of things that's been happening in the city of Compton that's not new. A lot of people is looking at some of this stuff and surprised by what goes on. But y'all going to see that the city of Compton has been crying out for help for years, for a long time.
How can you kill a pastor? A pastor of the church is trying to bring other people in to worship God.
And it seemed like it only hit the news, and then once it hit the news, it kind of vanishes away. Nobody gets captured most of the time. But this last incident that took place on the 4th of July, it seemed like this right here might be a situation where people is really, really tired, because now they talking. The streets is talking, and y'all gonna be surprised what y'all hear in this video right here. This is on Facebook. I believe this is Najee Ali. He's a community activist, and look what he got to say about the homicide that took place in the city of Compton on the 4th of July. Let's get to it.
Hey family, Najee Ali here. And as promised, I am here 12 o'clock noon, Facebook Live, for a reason. Number one, I don't live in Compton any longer, so it took me a while to drive out here. Number two, I wanted to make sure I spoke to Eric Washington's family first before I said anything publicly, which I did this morning. Spoke to his sister, told her what I'm about to tell everyone on Facebook Live.
All right, now he about to tell everybody on Facebook Live. Watch this. Y'all pay very close attention to what he's about to say. Let me stop talking. Check this out.
I received a phone call this morning from a very, very close friend of mine who lives out there. And I know the whole story, and he told me exactly what happened. He also shared with me other information about who did it, but he did not want his name mentioned. There's this, no snitching culture, which, I don't agree with, never have, but out of respect, that's my brother. I love him. He gave me information, and I told him, I won't mention your name. I'm gonna keep my word, as I always do, but I will take it directly to the detectives with the name and the photo of who you are telling me who killed Eric Washington.
Uh-oh. The crazy part about it is you'll be surprised how many people got the same information that he got. See, whoever this person is, they want you out of here. They want you out of here because they is doing a whole lot of sending your flick out, your information to get out there. Now, this guy right here is the city community activist, and he said he going straight to the detectives. This how y'all know it's over with, y'all. It's a wrap. It's over. And there's somebody in everybody community that do this. Hey, they gonna get you out the way, man. I'm telling y'all be a fool still out there thinking y'all can do this crime. Trust me, man. It's no way you gonna win now. It's over with, man. It's over. Now, I ain't saying where you from and all that, man. You could be where you want to be from, them, your people. You got to love your people. I understand. I get it. But as far as out there banging in them streets, you crazy.
And I did that. I did my part. Because unfortunately, we have this.
Wait. Let me rewind it back just a little bit more. Let's see what he did with the information that he received. Let's go about right here.
But I will take it directly to the detectives with the name and the photo of who you are telling me who killed Eric Washington. And I did that. I did my part. Because unfortunately, we have this culture in our community about we don't want to cooperate with law enforcement. I have no problem doing that. It's the same culture that we allowed to exist is why our people keep getting murdered, because we don't want to talk. We don't want to discuss and share what we know when someone kills someone in our neighborhood, in our community. And at the end of the day, I don't agree with that because for me, it's not snitching. It's called making sure you take a murderer off the street. Number two, I wanted to make sure I could go personally to the site of the murder where Eric Washington was murdered, as well as Mia Jenkins. And at the end of the day, I spoke to residents who live there to check on them personally. So it took me time to get here. I want to make sure I had enough time to talk to everyone. I also made sure that I spoke to the management and asked them to make sure they spoke to me and the Sharif to ask for grief counseling for the residents who experience serious trauma, especially the children. Because
all right, so y'all hear what he's saying, man. Y'all gotta give him applause for that, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all giving him applause for. He just said that he spoke to management over there and said we need to get counseling for the people that live here that might have witnessed this. We need to get them mental counseling. So if anybody want to, reach out to these counselors, we have resources that you guys could use and make it happen. A lot of people don't do that. So you got to get a man his credit on that for trying to make sure that them people get counseling. Let's get back to it.
When there are high profile murders in white neighborhoods, what do we see on the news? We see grief counselors come out to speak to the residents of that neighborhood. Compton residents deserve the same treatment that white people get in their neighborhoods. And if you don't know how to advocate for yourself, I don't have any problem doing it and showing you what to do, how to do it. That way you get the same respect and services that white people get in their neighborhoods. And the other piece with this is...
All right, so we basically got what he's saying right there. He basically saying he turned you in. Now, this is something else that I seen right here earlier. Let me go ahead and rewind this. Check
Beatrice
this out.
Martinez spent...
This is something that happened, what was this? About a year ago. So this was last year, before this incident even happened. I wonder if people felt the same way and did what they had to do in this case right here. Check this out.
Beatrice Martinez spent Mother's Day at the graveyard for her murdered 12-year-old son. And then she came here to the park where he was killed to celebrate Rodrigo's short life. 12-year-old Rodrigo Martinez murdered in his own backyard. Around the park picnic table riddled with bullets. Family and friends pray, share memories and photos. His little sister, 9-year-old Lexi, lights a candle in his honor.
He was a really good brother. I love him so much. He was funny. He would always joke around with me. And yeah.
Playing soccer.
He meant so much to me.
Rodrigo lived part of the time with his dad, who shares a fence with Fig Oleander Park in Compton. The Davis Middle School soccer player grew up playing with the neighborhood kids at this park on Orris Street, and it's where he took his last breath. On Friday at 4 p.m., witnesses watched a man wearing all black and a black ski mask shoot and kill the kid and then run off.
He had been shot in his stomach, I believe, and he said it was right after school. His dad said it was 5 minutes and he heard the shots and he came running.
On Mother's Day morning, homicide investigators arrested a 17-year-old.
On Mother's Day morning. So the guy got arrested. He was 17. This is just many cases where the city calling out for help. Here goes something else. This is a death of a father gunned down in the streets of Compton. Check this out.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Down.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susie Sutt. Tonight, family and friends gathered to remember a man who was a son, a father, and a grandfather. He was shot and killed last night in Compton. Tonight, KCAL 9's Jeff Nguyen joins us live from the Compton Sheriff's Station with the latest on a vigil and the search for the killer. Jeff.
Susie and Peter, detectives at the Sheriff's Department don't have any solid leads so far. And tonight, the victim's family says that he was gunned down while trying to plead for peace.
Miss Santos, he always came to my sports and my thing.
9-year-old Roderick Johnson says his father was a hardworking man who took care of his 6 children and 3 grandchildren. This picture of him falling asleep with his shoes off with one of the kids in his...
All right, this is one of many. I happen to know that guy right there. That first video, the park was around the corner from my grandma's house. Here go another one, a pastor in Compton. Look.
A pastor was shot and killed in Compton yesterday as he was leaving church. His family is asking for help in finding whoever did this, and one of them spoke to our Jaisha Patel, who has this report.
He was a father, he was a grandfather, and he was just living a great life with the Lord.
Family members say 65-year-old Reginald Moore was a pastor at God of Christ Church for more than 20 years. They say he was shot and killed Sunday near the intersection of Compton Boulevard and Dwight Avenue.
Pulled in the driveway of the church, and my other cousin told me that they shot Reggie, and I'm like, no, what are you talking about? He said, go across the street. You know, I went across the street. My other cousin was giving him CPR. And he's yelling, they shot Reggie. They shot Reggie. I said, what?
Peggy says she has no idea who would do this. And she.
All right. I'm telling y'all, these are just, you know, videos, clippings. Check. They go. It's some more of it, y'all. It don't stop. It don't stop.
Chaos at a beauty supply store in Compton over the weekend when a customer shoots and kills a man inside the store.
CBS LA's Lucelia Caballero reports investigators say a woman opened fire trying to protect other shoppers.
It's seemingly business as usual here at Pink Beauty Supply on Alondra Boulevard in Compton. But
just many of them. Just many of them. Here go another one. We're going to get to where we going. Here go another one.
Anyone who may have seen something to come forward.
Hold up. Let's go about right here. A team from Compton.
New this morning, there are more calls for help in finding the person who brutally murdered a Compton teenager, then dumped her body on the side of the 110 freeway.
You see what I'm saying? This been going on. You know, it been going on. These communities been going through this for a long time, and it's saying like, well, why they not getting no help? Look, watch this. Look, here go another one, y'all. Check this out.
Now at 6, seeking justice for a young woman shot and killed in Compton. Several community leaders are calling for her death to be investigated as
it's the same guy right here, the community activist.
a possible hate crime. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kathy Vara.
And I'm Jonathan Gonzalez. NBC4's Kim Tobin just spoke with that woman's family a few moments ago. She's live in Compton with new details. Kim.
Hey, you guys, and it looks like there's a memorial that's been set up here now for the victim. This victim is of Cambodian descent. She's Asian American, and family members and community activists are asking, could this possibly be linked with some of the rise in violence that we've seen across the country? They're not pointing to that necessarily, but asking the question, wanting the sheriff's office to look into that as well. So I'll step out of the way here where you can see behind me this memorial that's been set up for 28-year-old Sia Marie Chong, and very upset folks out here from the neighborhood that are out here looking at the candles, the balloons, the flowers that have been set for her. And we're not going to show it to you on camera, but they're really upset as well that 24 hours after this, more than 24 hours, there's still a trail of blood here.
All right. This is multiple of them. But anyway, let's get to this. This is something that I seen, man. This happened right here today. I believe this happened today. A man shot and unalive on Vermont Avenue, 102nd Street in South Los Angeles. Here we go. I'm going to stop it right there. I don't want to show nothing. I believe that on the actual video that I just seen on that, it was somebody's, the ambulance and the paramedics was pumping on the guy's chest. And you could clearly hear a guy say, is that my brother? Is that my brother? That got to be a cold phone call, or somebody happened to roll by and see and say, man, I just seen your brother. I think that's your brother around the corner. Can you imagine that? Now, the people that shown the picture with the video with the paramedics or the police department pumping on his chest, I believe that was the same video. That's why I didn't want to go through it all. But what do y'all think about all this, man? What do y'all think that we can do to help in these situations, the community? What do y'all think? I want to get y'all opinion and want to know what y'all think about all this. It's Compton Rick Rock. Subscribe to the channel. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.